You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, let's talk about the Marxist NBA of China. We know that LeBron James was put into NBA COVID protocols for a positive test. However, a few days later, he was actually cleared for action to play last night, and the Lakers lost the game against the Clippers. The Lakers have fallen to 12-12. This is a mediocre, extremely old team. And LeBron James is not very happy with the NBA and their testing procedures. Now, LeBron James has missed quite a few games this season. I believe he's missed like over half of the games that the Lakers have actually played. Of course, you know, he missed a game the other day because of the positive virus tests, and he's dealt with some injuries too. So the Lakers are 12-12. They're mediocre. I'm pretty sure LeBron James is not happy about that. But however, he is not very happy with the NBA and their testing procedures. So we're going to be diving into that in this video. But first, it is the holiday season, so we're going to give you 20% off anything in the merch store. Get our best-selling shirt, The Media is the Real Virus. That shirt is selling like crazy. And we have other shirts too, LaChana James, because that's who we're actually going to be talking about in this video here. The discount code is HOLIDAY and save 20% off. Here we go, guys. Los Angeles Lakers LeBron James frustrated by NBA's COVID-19 testing process. LeBron James said his brief stint in the NBA's health and safety protocols left him feeling confused, frustrated, and angry after his first game back in the Lakers' 119-115 loss to the LA Clippers on Friday night. James missed the Lakers game against the Sacramento Kings on Tuesday after returning a positive test for COVID-19 on Tuesday morning that required him to isolate from his team and fly back to LA solo on a plane chartered by the team. And he had some pretty harsh words about trying to get back from Sacramento to LA. LeBron says this, quote, "I knew I was going to get cleared because I never, ever felt sick at all," James said after finishing with 23 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals against the Clippers. Quote, "I just thought it was just handled very poorly." Now, here's the thing. You know, LeBron says that he is educated. He's not the kind of person that you should try to challenge because he does his homework. Maybe he should actually know this about the virus, okay? Just because you don't get sick doesn't mean that you don't have the virus. There's many people, LaChana James, that are asymptomatic. I'm wondering, folks, if he even knows what that even means, but I digress. James said he initially tested negative on Tuesday and then tested positive in a follow-up test. The league reintroduced more rigorous testing to his teams following Thanksgiving, hoping to catch any cases that could have arisen from players expanding their circles around family and friends for the holiday. Quote, "Usually when you have a positive test, they'll test you right away to make sure," James said. "There was no follow-up test after my positive test. It was straight to isolation and you've been put into protocol. That's the part that kind of angered me. I had to figure out a way to get home from Sacramento by myself. They wouldn't allow anyone to travel with me. No security, no anything when I traveled back from Sacramento. And then I had to put my kids in isolation for the time being, the people in my household in isolation for the time being. So it was just a bit time inconvenience. That was the anger part." So LeBron says that the NBA did not do a follow-up test after the positive test. Now, this is his words, not mine. But one would actually think, you know, that the NBA would do a follow-up test after a positive test to make sure that the positive test is real, because we know that there are false positives out there. Now, I'll give LeBron the benefit of the doubt right here that the NBA did not do a follow-up test. And of course, since they didn't, he had to miss yet another game. Not happy about it. It says James is cleared to return to the lineup on Thursday afternoon after returning a second negative PCR test within a 24-hour period. James returned 8 negative tests in total from the time he returned to LA until he was cleared on Thursday, sources told ESPN. So 8 negative tests. That is a lot of tests, folks. Much like how the league did not require its players to receive the COVID-19 vaccine, but enforced stricter testing and social distancing rules for those who were unvaccinated compared with those who were, the NBA will be rolling out similar enforcement later this month when it comes to COVID-19 booster shots, The Athletic reported on Friday. Yeah, we actually put up a video on that, on the boosters on the live channel, because that is coming down right there. And I believe if the player is eligible to get a booster, but he doesn't, they're pretty much going to consider that player unvaxxed. Okay. It says James gave a roundabout answer when he was asked if he received a booster shot and if the process he went through over the past several days affecting his thinking on getting the booster shot if he hadn't yet. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm not sure if LeBron is even eligible for the booster yet. Remember, he actually said he got the shot before the season, and to get a booster, you have to be 6 months from your second shot. So I'm not even sure if LeBron is even eligible yet. But like I said, I don't know exactly when he got his second shot, but I'm not exactly sure. At least I don't think anyway, that it's been a full 6 months. LeBron says this, quote, "No, this process, we've all been doing exactly what the protocols have told us to do and taking the tests and things of that nature." He said, "It's unfortunate when you get a false positive and you get put into isolation. That's just the unfortunate part, but we'll see what happens." So there you have it, guys. LeBron James not happy whatsoever with the Marxist NBA of China when it comes to their testing process. LeBron James had to fly back without his entourage, had to be in isolation. You know what, LeBron? There's a whole bunch of people out there in the People's Republic of California that aren't able to go out there in society because the jab has been forced on them. I mean, you decide to move to California, this kind of thing. This is the NBA right here. And the NBA has their rules in place. You don't seem to be very happy about it. But you know what? This is your league, man. This is your league. So, but what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of LeBron James slamming the NBA for their testing process? He's whining about, having to be in isolation. He couldn't have his boys flying with him on the plane back from Sacramento. Boy, it must be a real, real tough life for one LeBron James. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.